Welcome to FS with Srikanth. This is a part 2 of form. So previously we covered in-depthly the text field and password field, including patterns, right? We discussed pattern, how do we create a pattern, how do we design a pattern, and when we are finishing our JavaScript and when we starting a Node.js, that time we clearly explained the pattern concept. It is very important, but right now we don't require as this level. So first we think about the basic fundamentals, right? So in this lecture we are going to discuss checkboxes and radio buttons. So what is a checkbox? Just observe, everyone knows that when we are observing in a website, and this type of buttons are nothing but checkboxes. And gender and some situation round circle point of view, these are radio buttons. The checkboxes and radio buttons, overally we are getting information from the user. What type of information? Suppose checkboxes, we will collect multiple answers from the user, and here we will get only one answer from the user. From the multiple options, user may check only one option, right? So radio button, when we are using type equal checkbox, automatically it will be created this one, and when we are creating type equal radio, and this will be created. And if in case we use the check attribute, and defaultly it comes with check, means on. So here we use like a checked equal on, yes, on means yes or no, and we can write off or no. So we check in detail this checked attribute, and right now we are going to enter. So checkboxes is nothing but is a collection of values, and radio buttons are nothing but group of values. From the group of values, user may pick one particular one, right? So just you observe the example program, and we are go. So this is our web page. This is our web page. Just you observe. So already we are having one form, text and password form is there, right? Just I am closing here for understanding purpose. Here these are one more checked and radio buttons. And how do we create these checkboxes? Very simple, with the help of input checkbox, right? So you observe one checkbox is created. Right, in this way we can collect number of. So how many checkboxes we design here? Totally we design 4 checkboxes we design. When we are clicking this one, just observe, we may select multiple, and just observe input radio into, suppose we require 3, automatically 3 boxes are created. Just observe input radio and input radio. So when we are trying to select these 3, it will be selected. Why? Because we are not creating a group. Same, these 3 are not a same group. Just observe, suppose we place the gender group name, 3 having same gender. Again you observe, again gender. You observe here, from these 3, user may select only one. Just observe, previously 3 options will be selected, but checkboxes 4 options we may select, right? We may select 4 options. Suppose from the second checkbox we can come with checked. It will be come with checked. So we can write here, just observe checked. What option? By default it comes with checked, and same option, first option ID, I don't provide any ID, checked. So when we are entering our web page, so just observe, I am closing this, I am stopping our server. When I am go live, automatically, just observe, automatically these 2 options are checked. The buttons are checked. Why? Because we are using this checked option. Right. If in case Srikanth, suppose we place this checked for 3 radio buttons, what it happens? Just you observe. It will be treated last one. Why? Because it can execute from first to second. So automatically it will be going. Just observe, the last one is removed. Then it will go to second one. And suppose first one is removed. So this way we place. Group checkboxes is not required any group, but radio buttons required group. Suppose we are placing different genders. Suppose these values are, I am deleting this. Now 3 are different. Then user may choose 3 values. But when so from the last 2, user may select any one. but first one is not grouped, right? So this way user can, right, just observe anyone only user. So difference you observe now. So checkboxes, user may select multiple options, checkboxes, but radio buttons user may select one particular option, right? So radio buttons are conditional based. User may select from the multiple options, user may select only single option, but checkboxes, user having more options, user may select multiple options. That is a difference, right? So in a real time, how would we write? Just observe one small example program. So select your city, select your city. What city? Value. Suppose first one is Hyderabad, and same you place here, HYD, and same here we can place value, and Bangalore, again we write BLR, right? And again, so one more other value, Bombay, and one more value Lucknow, right? Lucknow. So here, so I am from Bangalore, so it was defaultly come, right? So suppose Hyderabad, you may select anyone, select your city, but here the problem is you observe, right? Right? User may select multiple option, means it is a wrong, right or not? So in this situation, you may use radio, right? So then we are creating perfect one. So in this way we write, it is very difficult. So wrong answer user may enter, right? Just observe. So your city is any one city, right? You may select, but what we required here, why it comes? Why? Because we are not grouped. So name equal city. Just to observe, I am copying this one. Then user may select only from this only one, right? So there is one more radio buttons we created. Break tag I am using here. Suppose same gender I am using here. Gender. So already we placed the name is gender, right? Value equal male. And same again value female. And third one value others. Now you observe. So in this way user may select only you are from which city, and you are male or female or other, you may select different one, right? So we are restricting the user. So from these options we collect only single value only we are getting, right? So these are radio buttons. Suppose we require to write checkboxes. What type of checkboxes we write? Input checkbox into 4 values. Suppose we required 4 checkboxes. So this is first checkbox and second, third, 4, right? 4 checkboxes are there. Break tag we are using here. Break tag, input is a break tag, right? So here the 4 boxes are there, right? Checkboxes. For that, here, are you looking for? So what type of job you want to look, right? So name, right now name, part-time, full-time, contract, right? And suppose 3 only we require, right? Here we are giving 3 options for the part-time job, right? Part-time job, full-time job and contract job. Some situation they offered hour-based job also they will be give. So here also we are filtering what time he is preferring for part-time, either full-time, and he is ready for any. This way we will be clarify, right? We will filter out the user. We are filtering user. So when we are pressing submit button, we are adding submit button. Just you observe submit, input, reset, value, reset, and submit, value, submit. Don't require, but we write, right? So just a break tag is required, break. So just observe the first form I am trying to submit. What happens? Just observe, I am collecting here, nothing value is there, right? So first I want to select Bombay, and a mail I am looking for contract base, right? 3 options I was selected, submit, and just observe I am copying this pen notepad, So what options we chooses? Bombay, gender male, and I am ready for contract is on, right? What option? Contract is on, right? This way we are filtering, we are getting the data. This information is forward to server. This information is forward to server. In this way only it will be reached to server side programmer. So for that, this name value is the most important. The name attribute name, the name value, what we are placing, this parameter, right? Part-time, full-time, it is the most important for the backend developer. So definitely we should write proper name. We don't write A, B, C, B, C, D, E. That way we never write, right? So definitely we should write meaningful name only we should place here. So next one, if in case we want to collect the date of birth from the date of birth of the employee. So just observe. So date of birth means input. We provide tag, one tag, right? Date tag. Automatically it creates one important, right? Break tag. Again we require. These all are inline elements. So what the break tag is most important. So it created one of the date picker value. Date picker. He can select. So but here one issue is there. This date picker, the format date picker is one browser to another browser. The different appearance is possible. Just observe. I am copying this URL. I was opened this one in a just date of birth. And when I am clicking this one, this format completely different. This format and Chrome format completely different. So based on browser to browser, this date picker is completely different, right? So but we are having some different. We require time also. Suppose we need to require including time. So for that, date time local. Just observe what happens. You should select, suppose, so July, suppose 19 hours 38 minutes. This is the way we get, right? So this only the calendar, the date picker calendar is provides everything. Just you can place the type value is date. Suppose you place only the date only you require date. Suppose you require which month in the sense just it showing month. Which month you are joined, your comfort, not date, right? Day. Suppose only month it will be shows. Suppose, are you willing to attend the interview today? What time you are ready? Just to fill the date, today date only. Just you are willing ready to up to 24 hours. Just 24 hours, right? So in this way we will get. Suppose weekday also same week. Just week. What week? Week wise, right? Week 32. So this week names also we placed. Suppose we need to collect the age of that particular employee. Age with a number format. We are collecting date of birth. Suppose we are collecting date of joining. So he can select the date when he joined in our organization. But right now we required age of that employee. Age of that particular student. Age. What we required here, age in the sense, suppose input type text. So here the type text is some false values we will get, right? Suppose I am entering like directly 66 years, nothing to happen, right? But I try to enter 6. It is wrong. But the backend developer requires only number. Only he required number, and there is one condition is there. What condition? He required employees who are having particular age group, like a 30 to 40 years age group only he required. 25 to 35 age group only he required. That situation, this type value text is not at all a good for development time, right? That situation we are using number we are using. Automatically, just observe, it shows only numbers. Right, I am trying to enter ABC, it not allows. When the user is trying to enter alphabets, it not allows, it restricted. And he's entered any number, very big number also he entered, but we want to restrict. How do we restrict? Just we can place min value. What is the minimum age we required? Suppose 25 is our minimum age, 25, and maximum age is 35 only we required. We are restricting the employee 35, Right. Suppose you entered here 44. I am submitting this one. What happened? The value must be less than or equal to 35. It restricting. Suppose I entered 30. Yes, it accepts. So in this way we restrict. But here just you observe, it is only increase only one, right? It only increase only one. But it will, I want to step out like at a time 3 values you want to be jump, otherwise 5 values. Just you should use step attribute. Step how many values you want to step directly? Suppose 10 values directly, and minimum value is 0. Suppose minimum value 5 and maximum 65. Suppose 65. Just you observe here, age 5, 10, 15. Just observe what is the stepping. Every time 10 steps will be increased. And suppose we are increasing here 20, and you observe clearly, right? This is the value. First 5, 25, 45, this way. And maximum 65 is now, it stops. So in this way also we can validate, we can restrict the users. And at a time, suppose we want to collect the resumes, attaching resumes. Suppose that's it. Attach your file. Attach your resume, right? For that we use input file. So he may attach a file right now. So for that it directly it is showing, right? Break. Just you observe, when choose a file, how many files you want to choose? Suppose C language, automatically it available. But when I am trying to open another file, let us Python. Just observe, only one file will be only attached. It is not possible to multiple files, right? For that I am using multiple equal. These are multiple. Now it works. Choose 3 files. When we are sending the data, that situation you will be get, right? Clearly. So automatically it works. Form equal multiple, automatically it works. Suppose we need to add one image. Suppose we are allowing for attach image. Attach your profile, otherwise your image. Suppose your photo, right? For that, input image. Just observe image. What image you want to? Suppose there are already images are there. Slash in our folder there are some images are there. Image. Suppose Modi image, automatically attached, right? But again you can write width and height also. Width equal 50 pixels, right? 50 pixels. Height is also, height we don't want, width is enough for right now. But the src value, this src value is user only enter right now. For that I don't want to use this, right? Image, select your image. So I want to use one read only attribute. For that I am using country, and country value always fixed, right? So input type text. So we don't want to allow the user, right? Here only we place value. Suppose and India, suppose, right? But India is here. Just observe country India, but he may modify that. It is a possible for he can modify that, but we can restrict that. That is a read only. What happens read only in the sense he never disturb that. It is not at all possible. He cannot modify, just read only, right? Here from these 4, there's multiple options are there, but initially when the form is open, directly we want to highlight this date of birth. Directly we need to highlight this placeholder. Directly it jumps to trigger helps to this area. For that, date of joining is there. Where is the date of joining? This is a date. Here autofocus. Just observe, when we are refreshing this, automatically it focus. When we are refreshing, automatically highlights. This is a highlighting right now. Not only this one, just you observe in a Firefox also you clearly observe. it is a highlighted, right? Defaultly it highlighted. Just when I am refreshing this, what happens? Automatically it highlights. So that is use of this autofocus. Automatically it focus on particular area, directly it focus. And here you observe, and what color you want to like, which color you want to like. We need to what color you like, what color you may like, right? What color you may like. For that we are using input. So type value is color. So just observe here, user can select his color, what color he likes, that color he may select. Just observe, break. The black color, suppose I like this color, I like, suppose. So this way. So just you observe, I am choosing different options here. And date of birth, date of joining, right? And age. Suppose 34, right? Choose one file. Let us Python. Country India, and I choose. When I am submitting this, just to observe, please enter a valid number, right? Valid value. The two nearest values are. Age group, what we are giving minimum value age, minimum 5, maximum 65, right now. Minimum 5. 40 I am using. Submit. Valid values are right. Okay. Why? It is allowing, right? But previously why it not working? Right. So this is a copy. I am copying this one, and again you observe only Bangalore only we selected. Okay, cancel. So Bangalore, male, part-time and full-time, and one, this is a 5. Age is like a something, and choose file. Submit. Then the data is submitted. Just observe, copy, and here you observe what values are forwarded. City, Bangalore, gender, male, and part-time on and full-time on. The date values and that are not shared, right? Why? Because we are not placing any values here, right? So for that we provide name. So name, first name equal date, DOJ, right? Date of joining. Value, definitely we provide date of joining. And number, support, name, age, and attached resume we don't require any name. I do country, value, name equal country, right? Next, color, name, color. So again we try this. Hyderabad, male, full time, and some date we choose 4, and some date I want to choose like 33, and I want to choose one particular file as Python, and color, red color, right? Submit. Just again I check this, copy, and right, we are getting without name attribute, we are not getting proper values. You understood? The name attribute is the most important attribute for getting a values from the user. Gender and full time, on, date of birth, date of joining, and age, country, color, hexadecimal value we are getting. The file, attached file, there is no data DB now. For that we are not getting proper one. Suppose I like again we try that. This is where is that type file? name q is something we are placing, right? Again we check that. Again Hyderabad, male, full time, this date of birth and age 44, and choose one JavaScript interview questions and India. Submit, copy, and here we are checking that values what we are entering. City Hyderabad, gender male, full time, date of joining, age, country. Yes, even also we are not getting that. Why? Because only one reason. What is that reason? We don't have that file permissions, right? DB access, and this notepad is also not shows that text, that is not encrypted, right? Decrypted, not encrypted, decrypted. And we need to add one more type value. Suppose the range, expected salary, suppose the range only, range, suppose range, rating, suppose rate yourself. Input range we are providing a minimum 1, max 5, we are providing value 2. Right now range is 2. User may choose that. Just observe value 2, and when we are submitting this one 5, we are getting 5 as a value. Just observe. Again we check, copy, and notepad you open. What we are getting, the dynamically it is not possible. When we are using JavaScript, that situation we will get proper answer, right? Thank you so much. In the next part we will go to clear explanation on text area and drop down list and data list we clearly understood, and this no validate, that is also one of the important and real time we will discuss, right? Thank you. Have a nice day. Please like, share, subscribe, please comment. Thank you so much.